An elite athlete, MMA fighter considered one of the best in the state, is fighting a different foe. Tonight he's fighting addiction. In our special series, Project Addiction, Local 12's David Winter shows us this opponent nearly knocked him out for good.
At 24 years old, Daniel Ritchie was at the top of his game, a champion MMA fighter who was on his way to greatness. Then an injury that doctors treated with Percocet. It's an all-too-common pain reliever that contains oxycodone, an opioid with similar effects as heroin.
My name's Daniel Ritchie. I'm a recovering heroin addict. At one time, I was one of the top amateur fighters in the Midwest, if not the country. I was a 5-time champion, and I fell into heroin addiction.
They called him Daniel the Weapon Ritchie, but no weapon had the strength to beat opioids.
I became the 170-pound champion there.
It started when Daniel was at the top of his game, but then an injury, a prescription for painkillers, and eventually a hopeless spiral into addiction.
It's hard to understand how something can be that powerful, that it can take away everything in your life away from you, and you allow it to happen. It just started as, you know, I'll steal a couple of dollars out of my dad's wallet and replace it later. I drove around for drug dealers, and I've had guns put to my head. I was stabbed twice. I was just an empty vessel with no purpose walking around, and I wanted to die. What you got? What you want to get?
But Daniel did not die. Homeless and broke, he checked himself into rehab 3 years ago and turned around his life. He now has a girlfriend, and they have a daughter, 14-month-old Harley.
And that is something I never want her to see, and I know what I have to do that, and that is to continue to help other addicts and alcoholics that are out there suffering from the same thing that I did. Because there is hope out there, regardless of how hopeless you are.
Not only is Daniel volunteering at a local rehab facility and hospital, he is starting a speaking tour, writing a book, and is a personal trainer. And he says he's still fighting. It's just a different kind of fight. Daniel, incidentally, has truly, in every sense of the word, met his match. He and his girlfriend plan to get married soon. He hopes his story inspires others to get clean.
We wish him well. And Daniel is a peer mentor for the Center for Addiction Treatment in Cincinnati. If you need addiction information, assistance, or if you'd like to volunteer or donate, you can go to catsober.org.